Breaking news. The USS Carl Vinson, one of the most powerful aircraft carriers in the U.S. Navy, has just arrived in Busan, South Korea. This move is a major show of force as tensions continue to rise in the Indo-Pacific region. But what does this strategic deployment mean? Who is this message really for? And how does this impact global security? Stay with us as we break down everything you need to know about this game-changing event. Show teaser clips. The carrier's arrival, F-35 fighter jets on deck, military personnel preparing for operations. Map showing the location of Busan and regional military hotspots. The USS Carl Vinson has docked in Busan, South Korea's largest naval base, in what military analysts call a clear warning to adversaries. This visit is part of a joint military effort between the U.S. and South Korea, reinforcing their alliance and readiness against potential threats in the region. Why Busan? South Korea's strategic naval base allows rapid deployment to conflict zones. Timing matters. Rising tensions with North Korea and China's growing influence in the South China Sea. Message to adversaries. A demonstration of U.S. military power and commitment to Indo-Pacific security. Show B-roll of military drills, naval formations, and statements from defense officials. What makes USS Carl Vinson a powerful warship? On-screen, 3D animation of the USS Carl Vinson with key features highlighted. The USS Carl Vinson is no ordinary ship. This Nimitz-class aircraft carrier is a floating fortress capable of launching airstrikes, defending sea lanes, and projecting U.S. power anywhere in the world. Size and power. Over 1,092 feet long, with a displacement of 100,000 tons. Nuclear propulsion. Powered by 2 nuclear reactors, allowing it to operate for 20 years without refueling. Advanced weaponry. CIWS, Close-In Weapon System for Missile Defense. Sea Sparrow missiles and RAM, rolling airframe missiles. Phalanx guns for close-range threats. Aircraft capacity, carries up to 90 aircraft including F-35C Lightning II, stealth fighter jet, F-18 Super Hornet, multi-role fighter, E-2D Hawkeye. Advanced Early Warning Aircraft, MH-60R Seahawk. Anti-submarine warfare helicopter. Show footage of flight deck operations, pilots preparing, and fighter jets taking off. U.S. military strategy in the Indo-Pacific, 12 to 1800. On-screen, Pentagon officials, satellite imagery of U.S. and Chinese naval presence in the region. Host. With growing tensions in the Indo-Pacific, the United States is shifting its military focus to the region. But why is this deployment happening now? North Korea's threat. Recent missile tests and nuclear threats against South Korea and the U.S. China's military expansion. Aggressive maneuvers in the South China Sea. Island building operations for military bases. Increasing tensions over Taiwan. Strengthening alliances. Joint exercises with South Korea and Japan. Expanding cooperation with Australia and the Philippines. Show clips of military drills, expert opinions, and political statements. On screen, daily life footage of sailors, crew members, and fighter jet maintenance. Host. Life aboard an aircraft carrier like the USS Carl Vinson is like living in a high-tech floating city, With over 5,000 personnel, teamwork and discipline are key to its success. Daily routine. Pilots train for combat missions. Engineers ensure the nuclear reactor runs smoothly. Deck crew manage high-intensity flight operations. Facilities on board. Mess halls, gyms, and even a Starbucks. Sleeping quarters and recreation areas for crew members. Advanced medical facilities. Show time-lapse of a day on the carrier, crew interviews, and behind-the-scenes footage. On-screen, global maps, military expert interviews, and footage of previous U.S. naval operations. The arrival of USS Carl Vinson in Busan isn't just a military exercise, it's part of a larger global strategy. But what does this mean for world security? Impact on regional stability. South Korea and Japan feel more secure. China and North Korea closely monitor U.S. movements. Could this lead to conflict? Risk of escalation with North Korea. Tensions in the South China Sea. Possible U.S.-China naval confrontations. Show expert analysis, political statements, and military maps. On screen, USS Carl Vinson sailing into the horizon, dramatic aerial shots, and a call to action screen. Host. The USS Carl Vinson's arrival in Busan marks a critical moment in global military strategy. With increasing tensions in Asia, the world is watching what happens next. What do you think? Is this a necessary move to maintain peace, or could it escalate conflicts? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video, checkmark, subscribe for more military updates, checkmark, share with your friends.